Prieto. ¿Cómo se llamaba? Moreno.
De Romeo.
Romeo.
Trabaja aquí.
What if someone actually starts shooting up?
Bad. But there's so much police around here.
I know. That's true.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That would be so stupid.
Or two people and then caught up.
Yeah, like what? That was so bad. And like right on here.
No, yo pero todos los días.
Make sure that no one's hurt that we don't know about. Do a methodical search to find any other casualties. Secondary, go and see if you can identify this individual. Run the numbers on the gun, the serial numbers on the gun. See if they come back to anybody that you can identify. Run his fingerprints at that point. Any ID on him, and you're going to try to develop a motive and see if there's any social media thing that he left before he went in. Was some of these individuals actually alive on social media when they do these things? So that's important to understand. Once we identify him, we can go back, and it looks like a he, from what I can understand. We can find out more about what's going on, but also in a larger sense, see how we could have prevented this. If this person was undergoing some mental distress or something like that, that's the key here to all these shootings: the intersection of mental illness and the Second Amendment, and that's what we have to look into.
He's like, yeah, I don't think I could. Yeah, he turned.
Apparently supposed to be multiple shots, but I heard helicopters that make me feel better too. What about yourself?
I felt the same exact way. I definitely heard, screaming from next door. I thought it was something, but I think it was just the cops coming into the student union. We were located at the student union, which is right next to the BEH building, which is where it all went down. But it was just super scary, hearing that. We all, as a class, in the ballroom, we were just so scared. I feel like we should have shut the lights off or something, but we definitely went in the corner, evacuated, and we wanted more because we just got these alerts and we were kind of scared. But it all happened so quick, and then we see the window and everything as we're leaving, and it's scary. It's really scary.
So during all that time, what's going through your mind when this is happening?
Going through my mind, honestly, I was just like, I need to get out of here. I feel like, everyone should just, I didn't want to stay in this classroom. I wanted to just, run from it all, and I was just so scared. Something about it was just, my heart was just pounding, everything. But when I saw the window, I was like, wow, this is actually happening, I was really scared, but yeah.
Now that you've had a moment to kind of process some of the things.
When you look at this and the police presence here, what's going through your mind?
Just, sadness that this is happening, but happiness that they've gotten here so fast. It seems like they were on campus right as it started, because the police, we have a really good response, I feel like, ever since our last shooting that we had here in Vegas. So I'm actually very happy to see all of these police officers and all these officers moving on to campus and trying to make a difference. We don't know exactly what's going on until after, when they give debriefs on what they did and all that, but as of just a first look and glance, it's nice just to know that we have these many officers here willing to protect us.
Have you talked to anybody else that saw anything else here on campus or heard anything?
No, but I've talked to some friends that have friends that were in the building, and they said that they've just heard rounds going off, just rounds, and someone said that he was on the third floor with him at one time, so they were super nervous. Just seeing a bunch of text messages from friends that were in my class, so it was just super nervous, you know, hearing all these things. Like, you just don't know what to do. You just like you're calling your family, you're calling people, you're texting your friends like, hey, I love you guys. I don't know what's happening, like, because he could burst through the door any minute. And the timely updates, like, there were only other, like, I feel like there were like 10 every 10 minutes, every 15 minutes, or maybe just because my phone wasn't getting it. But like, we got to have updates like every 5 minutes for this kind of stuff. Like, we're scared. We're super scared. There's got to be someone updating us. Hey, shooter's still here. Shooter's still here. Don't worry. Shooter moved. Shooter moved. Like every couple minutes, just so students can be safe. You know what I mean? But yeah, so that's about all I saw.
All right. And what's next for you?
Next for me is, you know, I have class tomorrow. We have a show tomorrow, and I don't know. Like, it's scary. You don't know what's next. You don't. Like, I don't know if I'm going back to class tomorrow. And even if I go back to class tomorrow, what's it going to be like? Do people even want to be here? Like, are people going to want to even be on a college campus like this right now? Like, or am I going to have to, or hope, thank gosh, it's near the end of the semester so we can have a month off for people to recover, and hopefully we can grieve about this and come together as a community to get past this and go into next semester. But I don't know. I'm super nervous. I'm nervous about next semester. I'm nervous.
I overheard you earlier say you already called your mom.
Yeah, call my mom.
What was her response?
Scared. Get to safety, you know, get to safety, you know, my grandma, get to safety, my brother, get to safety, you know, that they love me more than anything, that I'm going to be okay, you know. But that's every kid here. Every kid is getting texts from that parents, and no parent should have to text their kid that. And it's sad. It's sad to see that around the world. It's sad to see around the country kids having to text their parents, I love you, for the last time, or they don't even know. Because then parents are lining up out here because they don't know if their students are in there or not, if they can't text or anything, and now they're nervous, and it just creates a whole bundle that just you don't want.
We were in the student union on the second floor, and we heard at the business building, the BEH on the second floor, there was an active shooter. We found out cops were on site, and we just sheltered in place until we were evacuated, and it took about maybe 30 minutes to get us evacuated.
Lots of cops on campus.
Yeah.
They had guns. We all walked out of the building, hands up. They evacuated us out the student union. We walked past one of the windows. Window was shot through. Glass everywhere. So we're glad that we're safe now, though. We're going to head back home. What were your thoughts about that? I've been in an active lockdown before. It wasn't anything crazy, but we could hear the gunshots from where we were. So it was about 200 kids all in one space. A lot of people were panicking. But yeah,
We made it out okay.
we're just glad that we're out here.
Yeah.
So, did the school give you any kind of tweet?
They did. They did. We had live emails, live announcements, telling us where the shooter was, giving us updates on the situation. I will commend the school for giving us really recent updates. That was great.